All right, so we've got a little bit of a problem here. This is an outside plug cover, and it's near a sprinkler system, so water kind of flows in this area. You can see this cover won't close all the way because these wires stick out so far because of the way that I have a little device in there. So we've gone out and got this deep cover right here, and we're going to replace this, and those wires will be able to fit up inside of here, and I'll be able to close this and get a good seal, not have to worry about that sprinkler. The back side of this has a cushion to be watertight. Now this thing comes with your two different settings. You may have a standard type plug, or you may have a square or decor plug, as they call it, and you can use it for either. Or you may be doing a light switch. So they give you, everything that you need for this, to make this switch out. So what is the very first thing we are going to do is we're going to make sure that the power's off. Either one of these. Well, this one right here has power. All right, so what we want to do is go back inside and kill the power. Do not mess with plugs and switches in your home without first killing the power, the source of the power to that plug or switch that you're going to be changing out. It's not worth it. You can say, well, the shock's not that bad. Well, okay, let's say it doesn't hurt you. But if you ground something out, you can burn a wire up that pipe, and you might not even know it. And you can cause all kinds of troubles down the road. So please take the time to go kill the power. All right, so we've killed the power. We're checking it here now. There's no power at all coming through this unit. So the next thing we're going to do is remove this outer faceplate. This is already a deep cover. It's just not as deep as this one that we're replacing with it. You can see this one is actually going to come out much deeper than that one. So we're going to remove this faceplate right here and put this new one on it. All right, so we've got the outer plate off. As you can see, we have a square decor plug. So we have taken the base of this unit and we're using the square one, and it snaps. Put it in there and you'll hear it. You'll hear it snap in place just like that. Holds it. And you're going to use these 4 holes in the corner, depending on the type of box, of course, but the majority of them are the 4 holes in the corner. And you're going to go through those holes and screw them into these mount holes here. And that will hold this box. And then you don't want to over tighten because you'll break this plastic. That's why they had this seal here. It's kind of thick. You just want to put enough pressure that you kind of tighten that up against it, and that's going to keep outside weather. And once that's done, you have to decide, do you want to open this way, or do you want to open the other way, this way? So you want to pay attention to that, because that'll depend on how you mount this, right? Whether you mount it this way or whether you mount it that way determines on opening up like this, or even like this, right? So pay attention to the best way for this lid to open, and then that's how this is going to be mounted onto this permanent plate. So we're going to get our screws and mount this on there, and we'll let you see what it looks like. All right, so we have the faceplate on. You can see it. I know there's a little bit of a shadow there. The sun's right out on us here. You can see the holes in this cover, top and front. Comes with a pin. A pin right here. So once you decide how you're doing yours, now I've decided to go with the top. Once you put that on there, you just take this pin and you slip her through. You can use a little hammer if you want, but she'll snap on the end and then she's on there good, just like that. That's how it's going to work. And then you just put your plugs in, and now you've got a deep cover. I'll show you how that works with my plugs in a second. All right, so we have our plugs in there. You can see this one protrudes out. By the way, you have to, whatever tab you're going to use, you have to break that little tab out. They leave them in there so it's sealed until you decide which one you want to use. And I'm going with the one that goes down. You just take your cable, kind of put it up in there a little bit like so, and then you just make sure they line up on the two cables line up on the hole, and that's it. She's in there, and she's sealed. All right, I hope this helped you on installing one of these guys called Sealproof.